Hi everybody, Laura here. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm excited to be a part of the September video hop with Pretty Pink Posh, and I have a fun holiday project to share with you. Here's the products that I'll be featuring. First up is the Candy Cane Stripes Stencil. I'm going to use it in kind of a unique way. Next is the Christmas Bell Shaker. We're going to be shaking it up. For the sentiment, I'll be using the Christmas Banner Greetings stamp and the Banner Greetings 1 die set. I'll also be using the Candy Cane shaker beads. You know I love to shake it up. So starting with the Christmas Bell shaker, I'm going to make a matte gold shaker. So first up is the die cutting. There's a bunch of die cutting up front, and then it's just easy peasy lemon squeezy. So I have some matte gold cardstock here, and you put the outer and the inner little dies, and that'll give you the outline. I have some bright red cardstock, which is Poppy from Concord Night for the bow, and I think those could be berries or the center of the bow. And then for some greenery, I forgot the name of that color, but I'll have all my cardstock listed in the description box. Okay, so here we have the outline in matte gold for the bell, and then for some little greenery and the big red bow, and these could be berries, but I'm actually going to use those circles for the center of my bow. Okay, so now that we have the outline, look at how pretty that is in matte gold. Now I'm going to make a backer. This is optional. You don't have to make a backer, but I just like to. So I'm die cutting the bell out of some white cardstock, and then I'm going to do it again out of some acetate to create our shaker window. So I'm taking this bell off camera, running it through my die cutting machine, and then here you have the acetate window. I'm going to cover the outline with some, what is this, the Positively Perfect Craft Glue Mini. Lay down the matte gold outline. I put an acrylic block on it for about a minute or so just to let it marinate and get good and what do you call it? Stuck? Adhered. Okay, then I'm using some of these 3D foam strips. These are a must if you're making a shaker. The nice thing about these are they're thick enough that they give the Pretty Pink Posh beads ample room to shake. So these are the Candy Cane shaker beads. They're red and white. They also have gingerbread shaker beads, which are kind of brown and white. I did red and white for the bell. And here's the thing about filling it. You want to have enough. You don't want to be stingy. You don't want to overfill it. You got to have room to shake. So it's finding that sweet spot of knowing how much to put in. But look at see, this is got perfect shakeage, okay? There's no tightness. Now I'm going to take the Candy Cane Stripes Stencil, and I'm going to emboss it into a panel of buttercream cardstock. So now I have that fun striped texture on the background. I'm going to glue this panel. I trimmed it down smaller than an A2 so you can have the gorgeous white frame around the edge or border. So I have an A2 white card base, the embossed striped panel. Then I'm going to glue down my shaker bell, and then I'm going to adhere all the other little doodads. So I went ahead and cut another pair of these little pine sprigs so we could have extra greenery. I just love to double up the greenery. Also, it would be fun to do the greenery with vellum. I love that too. So I think this is Rainforest cardstock, and then the lighter one is Juniper. These are both Concord Night solid color cardstock. So doubling up the greenery, and then I'll cover the center with that bright red bow. And this just comes together. This is actually such an easy card, but it really makes an impact with the shaker. I feel like these big, bold shakers, they're like large and in charge. And now I'm going to put a center. This is kind of optional, but I thought it was just fun. I'm going to double up a couple of these just to give it a little more thickness and make it look like the center of the bow is a little bit dimensional. But I think those could also be used for berries. Now here is the Christmas Banner Greetings. I'm going to do Joyful Holiday Wishes, and I'm going to emboss it in white on a little strip of black cardstock. So I prepped the cardstock, inking it up with Versamark ink, pouring on some Simon Says Stamp white embossing powder, and then I will heat that with a heat gun. And I love the Banner Greetings dies. There's a few different ones to choose from, so you can get some different looks. just heating this quickly with a hot heat gun. And okay, so see the banner greetings? There's a few with the fishtail ending or the straight flat ending, so you can get different looks. Some have the faux stitching edge. This one doesn't. And I love the white on black for this very bright red and green card. I'm going to pop it up right in the center, a couple 3D foam squares, and this card is finished. It's very simple. I love the cream and white with that bright red and green, and the shaker just shakes up your life in the best way. Check out the rest of the Pretty Pink Posh September release video hop. I'll have links in my description. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.